Muqaddas Aliyu Mohammed, the first prosecution witness, identified himself as Manager Payments Section at the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN). While being led in evidence by Prosecution Counsel Rotimi Jacobs, Mohammed testified that the CBN is a custodian of the accounts of the Office of the National Security Advisor (NSA). The witness admitted to receiving a payment schedule or mandate from the NSS office, affirming that in line with standard practice, the mandates were subjected to verification and confirmation before payment. The CBN official identified 4 different mandates which authorized a payment of 500 million naira in 3 tranches and another 620 million naira to DAAR Investment Company Limited. He identified the signatories to the accounts of the Office of the National Security Advisor to be the erstwhile occupant Sambo Dasuki and former Director of Finance in that office, S.A. Aliyu. It was the testimony of the CBN official that the payments met the due process compliance by the NSA's office. With no objection by the defense, the documents were admitted as exhibits by the judge. Under cross-examination by the lead defense counsel, Wole Olanipekun, the prosecution counsel identified other items included in the 4 different mandates in which payments were also made to different companies. Still under cross-examination, the witness confirmed that the payment procedure for the Office of the National Security Advisor has not changed, even with a new NSA in charge, the only difference being signatory change. He further admitted that it has continued to receive mandates from the current NSA and followed through as the case in the past. Asked where the funding for the Office of the NSA comes from, the CBN official testified it comes from funds in the national budget as duly appropriated by the National Assembly and funded by the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation. The CBN official admitted, while being cross-examined, that all the payments on the mandate were duly vetted and legitimate, at which point DOKPESI's lawyer Wole Olanipekun closed his cross-examination. But barely did defense counsel take his seat when prosecution counsel Rotimi Jacobs sprang up to re-examine his witness in a bid to clarify his concluding testimony, to the effect that the legitimacy of the payment he referred to had to do with the CBN and not the Office of the NSA, a move that generated tense legal arguments on the conditions precedent for re-examination as provided for in the Evidence Act 2014.
There was a misconception as to the ambit of re-examination. The witness was asked whether the payments were legitimate. He said yes. The counsel for the prosecution was trying to compartmentalize what legitimacy meant, and the matter was resolved.
The process had there, everybody has opportunity to put across his case. So that opportunity, everybody must be satisfied.
Trial Judge James Soho was fixed 18th of November 2016 for continuation of trial with a second prosecution witness expected to enter the witness box. Utubel Moran, AIT News, Abuja.